Today, I want you to meet Justin Marc. A 5 feet 4 inches Indian origin, dark-skinned dude born in Toronto, one of the best dating coaches of the world, and has helped thousands of men sort out their dating life. How many of these girls do you pay, and how much do you pay them?
I pay them in sexual favors. They get to suck my the honor. They're so lucky.
Why are these girls with you and not with some jack dude who's rich, who's taller than you, better looking than you, who's like fucking white as...
I'm 5'4",
Yeah.
and I kill it.
Yeah.
I crush it.
How many women have you had sex with this year?
I always tell my girls, listen, I'm the best boyfriend. I paid for her therapy for a year. Yeah,
The
dude.
therapy that she needed because she was with you.
Yeah, yes. That is correct. You know what the craziest thing is, bro? I live this multi-millionaire lifestyle. I am a multi-millionaire. I spend $0 on my lifestyle. I went online. I started how to talk to girls.
Yeah.
Bro, it took me down a rabbit hole.
Tell me a couple of things that work amazingly with women.
They get to feel like, wow, I'm with this guy who gets all these girls, but I get to be his girlfriend. These women love playing these games. They love being talked to.
Welcome to Iron Man Lifestyle, Justin.
What's up, Shitesh? Thanks for having me, bro.
What's up, bro? I've been seeing your content for a while, dude. Yeah. It's been fucking epic, and I've got a bunch of questions for you. I'm fucking excited. You and I have been friends for a while. And people ask me all this stuff. So I've just made a mental note of what I want to ask you. And I just want you to like fucking blast through all of that stuff of people being like, it's not possible for an Indian guy. It's not possible for someone who's dark skinned. It's not possible for someone that looks like you or someone who's short heighted, just like everything. Like if there were all the insecurities that a man would have, it's like you've gone through all of them and you've surpassed them. You've fought them over and you've built such an epic fucking lifestyle. And you live in this epic fucking house and throw epic parties out here, dude. That's inspiring.
Well, thanks, bro. Thanks for having me in your podcast. Thanks for coming out to Toronto, man.
Definitely,
Dude, you flew
bro.
all the way to Canada. Come meet me, man. I'm honored, man. So
Yeah, bro.
yeah, bro. You know, those are some great questions.
So Justin, from at a point where you've had so many insecurities to now having a lifestyle where you're just showing girls. Like I've never seen so many white girls with like an Indian dude before. My first question is, how many of these girls do you pay and how much do you pay them? I want to know.
You don't know how much I pay each girl to hang out with me?
Tell me, dude.
$0.
Really?
$0.
Why the fuck are they
Serious.
hanging out with you then?
Because, dude, I pay them in sexual favors. They get to suck my the honor. They're so lucky. No, seriously, though. Okay, so I want you to say something, right? Yeah. I learned traditional game. I learned strong inner game. I learned having a strong outer game. I learned what I call advanced natural game. How to just be a naturally charismatic guy that women like to be around. You know, we were talking about this last night, man. We
Yeah.
were talking about like how it doesn't really matter, especially in Western society. A lot of women make more money than men. Dude, my sister, she's like pretty much a self-made millionaire, okay? Completely self-made. Yeah. She paid for school herself. She bought property. She has investments. Yeah. She's very successful, okay? Women in Western society, they have their own money. So a lot of these women are making more money than men. So think about it. Like what? Pay them $50, $100 to hang out? It doesn't make sense. What I do is I offer them experiences that they can't get anywhere else.
What kind of experiences?
I'll be that toxic boyfriend that they fucking wish they didn't have.
Why would they want to be with a toxic boyfriend?
Because women are fucking toxic, bro. These bitches are fucking toxic. If you saw my ex-girlfriend Deanna, dude, she was actually my ex-side chick. I had my main girl I was with for a year and a half. She had my name tattooed on fucking ribs.
Okay.
Deanna was her best friend.
All right.
She fucking became best friends with my girlfriend just so she could be my side chick. Then she tatted my name on her ass. These women love playing these fucked up games. They love being toxic. And what other guy is willing to shamelessly, so openly, be such a fuckboy piece of shit? And they love it. They get addicted off the emotions. They get high off of it. They get to feel like, wow, I'm with this guy who gets all these girls, but I get to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, as fucked up as it sounds, this is kind of how women think. Right?
Is this only in Toronto or you've seen this everywhere?
Dude, I've seen this all over the world. I lived in Australia. I lived in Mexico. And, bro, it's crazy with the Latinas. Bro, last week, I went to Uruguay and Argentina. This is South America, okay? And it's crazy because all the women there are white. They're all, German, Italian immigrants. Mm-hmm. They're all white, but they act Latina. Dude, I had sex with 16 women in 8 days. And, bro, I'll tell you this. In 1 week, the amount of drama, the amount of chaos I saw was fucking insane. But, like, bro, most guys haven't had sex with 16 women in their lifetime. I did that in 8 fucking days.
Wow.
It was crazy. I've vlogged the whole thing. It's going on YouTube soon.
Okay.
But it's just so nuts, bro. When you see how women really think. And when you understand how women's brains work, I mean, bro, you're either going to be disappointed in humanity or you're going to be thinking, holy fuck, I just unlocked, the keys to the universe. It's fucking nuts, dude.
So what did you figure out? Like, why do these girls why are these girls like you're the Indian Dan Bilzerian, all right? Why are these girls with you and not with some jack dude who's rich, who's taller than you, better looking than you, who's like white as fuck?
Because at the end of the day, man, women are subject to their emotions. Okay? All they care about is themselves and how they feel. Okay? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Do women like tall guys? Sure. Is it better for a guy to be rich? Sure. If a girl had to choose between a guy being rich or poor, she would choose rich.
Yeah.
Okay? But at the end of the day, you can't control the weather, but you can control what you do. Okay? You can make yourself the best possible version of yourself. But at the end of the day, man, your game is really all that matters. Your game and the way you make women feel is all that matters. Your riz. That is what matters. Yeah, as I was saying, man, women aren't accountants. They can't look in your bank account, right? They don't know how big your is. They can't just look. Like, you don't have X-ray vision. They can't look in your pants, right?
Yeah.
But they can look at the way you act and your behavior, and they can predict, like, would this guy be a good mate? Okay? And it's kind of crazy because, I mean, bro, the top guys I know who are good with women aren't traditionally, like, good-looking dudes. They're not maybe exceptionally good-looking, or they're not super tall, or they're not super rich, you know? I find it really interesting. Like, I'm 5'4", and I kill it. You know, I crush it. I've slept with over 500 women, bro.
Really?
You know,
500 women?
Over 550.
Yeah. How many of them you paid?
Zero.
Okay, so
I've never had to pay a girl for sex. Now, do we pay in different ways? We pay with our fucking soul, dude.
Yeah.
You fall in love with a fucking girl. Laura Aguayo Hermillo. I fell in love with this girl in Mexico. Had my fucking heart broken, dude. I've been in love like 10 times. I've had my heart fucking broken. I've been cheated on. That girl's like my best friends. I've been betrayed by women I loved. You know what I mean? I've had some serious heartbreaks. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You know, you're paying in different ways. Yeah. You're paying with your heart and your fucking soul. You know, but in the end, dude, all that heartbreak, I feel like it just makes your game better. It makes a good story and helps you get the next girl. You know? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you do kind of pay in a different way. You know?
So there have been girls that you've fallen in love with and that you want to be with, and then it's like they give you the same medicine that you're giving the other ones.
Pretty much.
It's like,
well, where do you think I learned all this game from, bro? I wasn't learning it from dudes. Bro, all this fucked up, toxic shit that I use to get hot girls, I just learned from other women. You know what I mean? All this game, this riz, this boy behavior, I swear to God, bro, I learned the best game from dating other women that were toxic.
Tell me a couple of things that work amazingly with women.
Bro, I don't know if I even want to say it because I'm just going to sound like a piece of shit.
No, see, all right, so we'll preface with saying that, you know, both of us are sitting out here because we're boys, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's why we're sitting out here. And that's why we're
an open book, dude.
Yeah,
I'm an open book.
That's why we're fucking honest.
I'll give you a really good example. Every time I meet a girl that I know is into me, this is how fucked up, dude. I'll just tell her I love her. I'm just like, wow, I fucking love you. This is how I met my ex-girlfriend, Natalie, okay? I was with this girl for a year and a half. We met from Tinder. The first day she showed up to come hang out with me, I brought her straight to my room. Dude, I just met her downstairs in my lobby. She came over from Tinder. Brought her straight to my room. We started f***ing. I used my vibrator on her, right? Bust out the sex toys. We started, hooking up, right? That's a really good secret. Use sex toys, use vibrators.
Yeah.
It makes sexual escalation so much better. So we go to the club after, right? I've got table, bottles there and all that stuff, right? She sees a bunch of other girls there, right? Because, that's what I do every Friday night. I'm at Century in Toronto with a bunch of hot-ass chicks. Okay, 150 girls a night. But I'm already there with Natalie. I already like her. There's a bunch of girls there I've already been intimate with or hooked up with, right? And, I really like Natalie. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, wow, I really like you. And halfway through the night, after she's had like a few drinks of tequila, I look at her. I'm like, Natalie, I have to tell you something. She's like, yeah, what? I'm like, I think I love you. And she's like, what? Really? And I'm like, yeah, this is so crazy. Like, I don't know why I feel this way. I'm in love with you. And like, I was kind of like half joking, half serious. Like, I liked her. I definitely really liked her. I wasn't in love with her. And she's like, wow, that's amazing. Like, she's all like, wow, lovey-dovey, right? And then throughout the night, I just kept saying like, I love you. And I kept looking at her and be like, wow, I fucking love you. You know what I mean? So then at the end of the night, I take her back to the house. We hook up again, right? And I'm falling asleep. And she starts kissing me. Like, as I'm falling asleep. And she has to leave, right? She has to get her train back home. And she's like, I love you. I love you. Right? And I'm like, holy fuck. Like, this girl fell in love with me in one fucking day. Right?
Because you love bombed her.
I mean, I guess so. Now, to be fair, I dated this girl for a year and a half. Okay? She helped me make a ton of money. I don't think it's a coincidence, actually, that month I started dating her. It was like, I hit record numbers in my business. Because, to be honest, bro, she ended up becoming a great girlfriend. She took care of everything for me. She cook for me, clean my house. She was a wife, bro. Beautiful girl, amazing chick. You know, she caught me cheating one too many times, and I mean, she was still just stuck at it, dude. You know?
Did you want to make like a at some point in time?
Oh, dude, I've had. So while I was with Natalie, we were 6 months in a relationship. Okay.
Was she bi?
She was not bisexual. And I didn't want her to put it through that. Dude, this girl literally helped me make millions of dollars. She helped me so much in my business. She caught me cheating so many times. She caught me cheating with her best friend. Her best friend became my side chick. I loved this girl to death. I didn't want to break up with her. I don't. Truly, dude. Jitesh, I swear to God, bro. Yeah. I told you what happened with me and her, right? She had a mental breakdown. She got arrested. But if she didn't get in these legal issues...
I saw the video of her just fighting you and trying to hit you UFC style.
Fight the police,
what
bro.
The fuck? Yeah, she's trying
to
jump the police.
We were on a boat, and my friend Sky was telling her about all these chicks, and she started having a mental breakdown. Bro, they had to stop the boat and kick everyone off. It was fucking... They stopped the yacht and kicked everyone off the yacht.
But dude, why was your friend telling her about all this?
Sky's a troublemaker. Sky loves to stir drama.
She's a girl.
Dude, she's a troublemaker. This girl loves to start drama, start beef. One time I saw Sky get arrested. She punched a cop and got arrested. But the same thing happened with my girlfriend. She's trying to fight the police. She got arrested, right? Yeah. So anyway, they had to stop the boat and kick everyone off. But like I said, you make the girls feel the emotions that no other guy in her entire life has fucking given her.
And which is, you love bomb them, then you be with them, then you f*** their best friend, and then you take them on yacht parties, you throw parties out here, you have pre-selection.
Listen, bro, I am the best boyfriend. I always tell my girls, listen, I'm the best boyfriend that they're ever going to have.
All right.
Okay? With Natalie, I paid for her therapy for a year. I had a private driver
the
for
therapy,
her.
Wait. Yeah, the therapy that she needed because she was with you.
Yeah, yes. That is correct. After she caught me with Deanna,
she needed therapy.
I enrolled her in therapy. Okay, she went through therapy for a year. Okay, I had her reading the Bible. She deleted TikTok off her phone. She deleted Instagram off her phone. I swear to God, the only app she had on her phone was the Holy Bible. You can't make this shit up. Okay, it was great.
So you got her
a very happy, healthy relationship. Okay, for the most part. And I always tell my girls, I'll be the best boyfriend you've ever had in your life. I will take care of everything.
Yeah,
dude, I had a driver for her. Because she lived 2 hours away. She didn't even get like public transit. You can't even get Ubers down there. So I had to get a guy, Brian, the driver, to pick her up every time she come to Toronto to come spend time with me. Yeah. I take care of everything, bro. She had my credit cards. Like, she wouldn't go shopping. She'd buy groceries, take care of their house. You know, I wouldn't really spend money on her or anything like that. But, you know, if she wants food, if she wants... Like, I was like a husband to her. You know what I mean? The only downside is I cheat. Yeah. You know, but it is what it is. So while I was with her, I had a bitches, bro. I had this thing called Buy Girls Only. It was kind of like a hashtag when we had a clothing brand.
Oh, yeah, I used to see that,
so I owned buygirlsonly.com. Okay, we started a clothing brand off this. We kind of stopped doing it, but we had like a hashtag on Instagram where it's like, Buy Girls Only. And like, I just roll out with, so I would leave my girlfriend at home. She wouldn't come clubbing with me anymore. And I would go out with bisexual girls. And essentially, it was like if bi girls, essentially the only girls that were allowed to come to my parties were bisexual women. Straight girls get blocked. They get banned. They're not allowed to come to the parties. And I would just have like hordes of bi girls. We'd go to the club. We'd have a table, 40, 50 girls there. They're all bisexual. They're all drinking tequila. They're all making out. And at the end of the night, I would take home a bunch of girls and we just have threesomes.
But your girlfriend was also at home at that time.
No, my girlfriend would be not at my house. Okay. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. There was times my girlfriend was in my room and I'd be girls in my guest room. I swear to God. One time I had Natalie tied up to my bed. Right? I told her she's being a naughty girl. I tied a vibrator to her, and I was blasting music so she couldn't hear. And I was having a threesome in my guest room.
Fuck, dude.
I swear, it is so fucked up. And like, bro, I'm not even proud of this shit because, like, in hindsight, like I was in Vipassana earlier this year, and I was thinking about that moment, and I was like, man, I'm a bit of a piece of shit. Like, I was like, that is probably the most fucked up thing I've ever done. Like, that is fucked up. Because at the end of the day, dude, I actually swear to God, bro, I loved this girl with all my fucking heart. When we broke up, I fucking cried, bro. I called my best friends. I cried. I called my brother. Like, I was so upset. I did not want to break up with this girl, dude. But, like, you know, these girls are toxic. I'm fucking toxic. That's why we attract each other.
Right.
You know?
But then do you want to be in, like, a relationship? Like, clearly that a monogamous relationship isn't happening.
No, I love being in these toxic relationships. It's fun as fuck. What do you mean? What kind of question is that? Bro, what the fuck's the highest highs and lowest of lows? I get the amazing emotions too, bro. What are you talking about?
So you want to be in a monogamous relationship where you cheat?
Yes.
And the girl doesn't want you to cheat?
Yes. That's how I get my dick hard, bro.
Why not just find a girl who's bi and, you know, be with her and then you do threesomes with her, right?
The bi girls are all what are you talking about? They're all dude. So while I was at Natalie, I had Deanna, but then I had Hannah. Hannah was my bisexual girlfriend. Hannah, I was the second guy she'd ever been with. We go out every weekend. We pull girls together, and it got crazier, dude. So we go out, we pull threesome. The next weekend, we go out, pull foursome. Dude, it got all the way up to me having a sevensome. I have this on video. We
Really?
had a sevensome with 6 chicks, bro. It was me and dude. They were all hot. They were all skinny as fuck. They were all so beautiful. But the problem, Shitesh, they're all fucking sluts. They all just want to go out and drink every night, go home with random dudes. You know what I mean? They don't want to stay home and read the Bible. They just want to do drugs and drink alcohol and lick pussy. You know the worst part, bro? The worst part is they liked pussy more than I did. I swear to God, bro. These girls just would not stop fucking. And it's like, it just got more and more degenerate. You know what's crazy, bro? I was with Luis. Mercado. Yeah. Okay, he was staying in my guest room at the time. I'm having the 7th in my guest room, and I was on boot camp, and my students are just looking at me like, what the is wrong with Justin? Like, this guy's just and, like, I had this, like, almost, like, coming to God moment where I was like, this is just too much. And, like, I just stopped wanting to have threesomes and orgies. Like, it was just too much, bro. I was just like, I can't, like, no, I didn't stop, but I definitely, like, toned it a lot down after that, dude. It was just like, because I can't beat this, dude. I can't. My buddy, David Bond, I don't know if you know David Bond, but he was teaching me this concept of harem game. And, dude, I was just applying the principles to everything I was already doing with club promoting, with cold approach pickup, with Soul Circle game, and with being a social media influencer. And, bro, like, I just created this crazy thing where I'm going out every weekend, having orgies with these chicks. You know, RSD Madison was hanging out with me. And, like, I'm just pulling all these girls. It just got crazier and crazier. That, like, honestly, bro, it just got too much, man. Yeah. So my best friend was doing this with me, and it was too much for him. And I swear to God, bro, he became a born-again Christian. You can't make this shit up. It's just like so much mental stimulation. Because the thing is, my girlfriend and his girlfriend were best friends. Yeah. They caught us cheating at the same time. Actually, that's how they caught us cheating. So my best friend's girlfriend ended up telling my girlfriend about all the girls I was fucking. Yeah. And then my girlfriend told his girlfriend about all the girls he was fucking. Okay? But, like, I just owned it. I just told my girlfriend, listen, baby, it is what it is. I'll pay for therapy. You know, deal with it. You know? My buddy just, like, became religious. He just became a born-again Christian. He stopped doing pickup, stopped going out. He actually started a Christian podcast. So, yeah, I mean, dude, this level of fucking mental stimulation, I'm telling you right now, is not healthy for the average guy. Like, as a man, you should not, like, last year I had sex with 106 new women. Okay?
106?
Yes.
How many women have you had sex with this year?
This year, so far, 67. I checked the other day. 67 new women. So that's not including, like, girlfriend, ex-girlfriends, girls I've hooked up in the past.
And this is only September right now. September.
Yeah, so we're like the first week of September right now.
First week of
yeah,
September,
like,
yeah.
I would say I average per year 75 to 100 women. You know, and, like, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, pussy isn't like it might seem like it's my main focus. It really isn't. It's just like I go through these periods of, like, just wanting to a lot of chicks. Then I go through periods of, like, okay, let's do some social media content. Then I go through periods of, like, okay, let's go travel, right? But then at the end of the year, you know, I've lived a full life. You know, I made a bunch of money, traveled the world, fucked a bunch of chicks, did a bunch of social media content. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, like, I'll go on these, like, trips to, like, South America where it's, like, it's very easy to get laid. If you know what I know. And I speak Spanish. I understand the culture. And, like, I mean, dude, I get 15, 20 girls a week. Like, it's retarded, right? Even in Toronto, bro, like, I'll have weekends where I fuck, like, 5, 10 girls, right? And I'll do that for a weekend or two, and then I'll, you know, take a break for a couple months, and then.
So like, you said you take, like, 50 to 100 girls at the club with you. How does that work? Where do you find these girls?
More. 50 to 100 girls is offensive. That's offensive. Dude, on average, per weekend in Toronto, during the summer, we'll do 200, 300 girls at our parties. But keep in mind, I run, like, a nightlife events company. Okay, I have a team of promoters that help me, right? We scour the streets looking for hot single women who want to party. Girls are celebrating birthdays and they don't have any plans, or maybe they have plans. We convince them to stop what they're doing and come with us instead, right? We just find them on the streets, you know? We meet them on the streets, they party with us, and we send them back to the streets. You know, that's how it goes, right?
You don't bring them for after parties here?
Oh, of course we do. Of course we do. Yeah, only the hot ones, though.
Only the hot ones
are DTF.
So, on an average, how many girls are here for an after party? How many dudes are here? Like, what's the ratio like?
Bro, no dudes.
No dudes.
Bro, this is going to sound fucked up. I was telling you this the other day when we met. You're, like, asking about, like, you know, inviting guys out. This is going to sound, like, almost offensive, but, like, my policy with parties is no dudes allowed. Yeah. Like, why do I want to party with a bunch of dudes? Bro, I don't want to get out of bed if it's not gonna make me money or get me my dick sucked. You know what I mean? I just, you know what I did when you were sleeping last night? I got home at 4:30 a.m. last night. Okay, I was out pimping it, chasing chicks. You know, I had a couple pulls lined up, but then I had some business calls. Like my fucking manager was calling me in the middle of the night, and I ended up losing these girls. Right? I got back at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, from 4:30 a.m. till about 7 in the morning, I was just playing Fortnite. I was just chilling, playing Fortnite on the phone with my new girlfriend. Dude, my new girlfriend, by the way, she's 5'11". 5'11". I'm 5'4".
Yeah.
I took her. She is beautiful. I was on the phone with her, and we're just chatting, talking shit. And I go to bed, right? But the whole point is, like, I don't want to get into bed if it's not going to get me my dick sucked or make me some money. You know what I mean? So why the do I want dudes at my party? Because this is going to cockblock me. It's going to cause me problems for no reason. They're going to be socially calibrated. They don't know game at the level I know it. They're not going to wing me. They're just going to try to hit on my girls. So the ratio I aim for is 10 girls for every one guy. But the guys who show up to my parties, they can't be anybody. They have to be influencers. They have to be millionaires. They have to be competent men. They have to be shitheads from Iron Man lifestyle, right? They have to be cool dudes. I can't just hang out with anybody. We've been hanging out all week. How many guys have you seen me hang out with? Just a handful.
Dude, we don't want any dudes out here. Dude.
I don't want any dudes at my parties. Unless they're guys who are on my team who are well-trained. Unless they're students of mine. I don't want to hang out with random dudes. I have absolutely no interest in hanging out with random fucking dudes. The average guy, to me, is a fucking nobody. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel for the average guy in society. I love helping men learn a game, learn social skills. But the guys who haven't learned it, I don't want them at fucking parties until they've learned game. The only guys I'm really friends with, bro, if I'll be honest with you, are past students of mine. So last night I was hanging out with students of mine. Yeah. And you met, so
I met a couple of them.
The guys that you met, I bumped them in the streets. Those guys are the guys on my team. They're part of my promoter team. The guys that join my coaching programs end up becoming my top promoters. We do events together. So I just keep bumping into them on the streets, and they're with girls that they've met on my boot camps or when they're out with me, right? And then I'm like, oh, yo, what's up, bro? And I'm like, dude, I'm at a point where I've just so many girls. My dick hurts. I haven't gotten tested in about a year, maybe 2. So I don't want to fuck many more girls. I just want my wholesome Christian women who stay home and read the Bible. You know what I mean? I don't even want to have threesomes anymore. I'm just tired of it. I'm out of cum. Like, I'm out. I just want to play Fortnite.
You're not the cum dispenser anymore.
I just want to hang out with my girlfriend. And, don't get me wrong. I want to cheat on my girlfriend. Once, twice a month. You know?
Not a lot.
Not as much as before. It's too exhausting, bro. I'm getting old. I'm almost 30, bro. Like, I don't have the same energy I used to have. Okay?
Cool. So you scour the streets, and that's how you get girls for, like, nightlife and everything.
Bro, it's very simple. We just practice cold approach pickup. Right? A lot of guys see all these girls on all these social media. How do you meet all these girls? Oh, my God, where do you meet them? Dude, I just meet normal chicks. I prefer them between 19 to 21, right? I prefer them dumb, right? I prefer them with a low IQ. I'm kidding. But, like, no, seriously, like, most of the girls I meet are just, like, college chicks. They're just, like, girls that go to college. Toronto's a big college city. There's lots of girls here in Toronto that love to party, right? And I provide them that experience, you know? And then I'm also, like, top of that social circle as well. But, like, I've been doing cold approach pickup for 10 years. I've been a dating coach for 10 years. I teach game, pickup artistry, Riz. Like, dude, a lot of people will see that shit on my Instagram. They see the videos, they do millions of views. Dude, in the last 3 months, I did over 300 million Instagram views. Insane. And they're confused. Like, how do you meet all these girls? It's like, bro, I have it on my YouTube channel. I've got 10 years of videos on my YouTube channel. I've got 1,900 videos on my YouTube channel teaching game, teaching Riz. I've got tutorials of me since I was 18 years old in the streets of Toronto picking up chicks. Like, how long have you been doing YouTube, Shitesh?
Since 2016, dude.
So if I were to go on your YouTube channel right now and sort videos by oldest, I could see videos of you from 8-9 years ago just talking game, and it's a different version of you.
Yeah, it's a different version of me for sure.
I have the same thing on my YouTube channel of me at 18 years old talking about game. Back then I was getting no pussy, but I was talking about how one day I'm going to figure out how to get pussy. And I talked about my strategies of how I was going to figure it out. So any guy can literally go through my YouTube channel and see the entire journey from start to finish and figure out exactly how I did it, reverse engineer it, do it themselves. But they got to put in the time, they got to put in the work. That's what I did. I put in the time and I put in the work. That's why I've traveled to over 50 countries and over 500 women.
So let's say with that video where you were on a yacht with like a bunch of girls, right? How did you set that one up?
Okay, so I have like a dozen friends who have yachts in Toronto. Toronto's got a big lake. It's called Lake Ontario. I have tons of friends who have boats. You know, John, Frank, you know, all our buddies have boats, okay? One of my really good friends I've known for over 10 years, he owns GTA Yachts, which is the largest yacht rental company in the city. Okay, dude, they had Chris Brown on their yachts. They have every celebrity on their yachts. Every celebrity that comes to Toronto goes on their boats. Okay, and I'm good friends with these guys, right? And they all do content. They do TikTok. They do social media. They fucking love me because I do content. I do social media, right? And I mean, bro, you know what's funny? I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol, so it's not like I'm some degenerate who's out partying every night. I know my social media looks like that. I'm out chasing chicks, getting my dick sucked every night. But I don't drink alcohol, so I'm on time, professional, respectful to everyone around me. Okay, I'm actually a very nice guy. If you meet me in person, I look like a douchebag on Instagram, but in person, I'm an extremely nice guy, right? And I mean, I'll just bring girls to the boats, add a lot of value, help them with their content, do collabs with them. It's very simple. Yeah, I bring girls on my friends' boats.
And these are the same girls you invite for nightlife, and then you tell them, yo, we're doing a yacht
thing. The same girls I'm It'll be like a girl I'm dating and a bunch of her friends. It'll be like my main bitch and my side chick and all their friends. It'll be like the girls I'm having orgies with, right? I'll invite them on the boat. So you know, there's that one video where I'm laying down, smiling. I'm on a girl's lap, right? And then there's a bunch of girls around me. You know why I think that video went viral? Why? Because I actually did all those girls in that video. Like the night before, I had an orgy with them. Okay, there was Hannah, was a girl I was dating, and then her best friend Brianna. I was also dating her. Then there was Heather. I fucking hate Heather, but she's fucking Luis, by the way. I think she's in Vegas right now with Luis, actually. And then there was I think there's one other girl in the video. Can't remember. Oh yeah, there's forgot his name. Forgot her name. I don't know. We hooked up in the Rebel bathroom, but the whole point is like I would go out and have orgies with these girls, and they come to all my parties, and bro, I'm sure a lot of these girls go out and suck other dudes' too. You know what I mean? I don't even care. They're not my girlfriends. I don't remember half their names. But the whole point is like, you know, hey, we're doing a yacht party. Need some girls to come on the boat. Come on the boat with me, right? It's not like a content shoot. We're doing a yacht party. Yacht parties are a thing in Toronto. Yeah. During the summer, everyone's on yachts. Okay? Every cool guy's on the boats. I mean, bro, like, it's basic social circle game, right? Social circle game, a lot of guys think it's about girls, but it's actually about the guys you meet. Okay? Think about this, right? If you want to get elite level access to a club, do you need girls or guys? You need both. You need to become good friends with the owner of the club. Toss him some chicks. He gets laid because he met your cute girlfriend. He met this cute chick that you're rolling with. Yep. He met Chloe. So he f***s Chloe. He's like, wow, Chloe's hot. You know what? I'm going to give you a good you have this residency table every Friday. I got you. Right? Or, you know, you want to go on a yacht party. Your buddy invites you on a yacht party, says, hey, bring some girls. You bring a bunch of super cool, super hot, well-behaved, respectful, elegant women, right? And he hits it off with one of these girls. Now, every time he has a boat party, he's inviting you back. Yeah. And you guys build a really good relationship.
Yeah, but then one thing that happens with that is like those dudes that invite you, then he has like a bunch of dudes out there as well. He's like, yo, my friends are also going to be coming and you come. And I face that. I'm like, bro, I'm not bringing my girls with you and 10 other dudes with you, dude.
So I've dealt with that a lot myself.
How do you deal with that?
I mean, that's why I have so many different friends who have boats, right? Because I know, okay, if I bring these girls on this guy's boat, this guy's gonna try this chick. If I bring these girls on this boat, everything's gonna be fine, right? So I kind of like, you kind of just know what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
get it.
So like, I have girls that I don't really give a fuck about. I'm just friends with. I don't care if we fuck or whatever. I don't care if I fuck her and someone else fucks her. I don't care, right? So I'll bring her on this guy's boat. If he wants to go for it, he can go for it. Then I have friends who are very professional. They never hit on my girls ever, right? They just want to get content with me on the boat, right? And so I have a group of friends like that. So anytime they do a boat party, it's like a no-brainer. They're professional. They have the biggest boat. They'll do food and drinks and stuff like that. I just bring a bunch of hot girls, you know? But then my ex-girlfriend starts a fight on the boat. And they had to stop the boat, kick everyone off. Jesus Christ, man. Shit got crazy. Yeah. But the whole point I'm trying to make, dude, is like, at the end of the day, it's all social skills. It's all social engineering. It's all social circle game, right? And essentially what you're trying to do is try to make sure everyone wins. Do the girls win? Yes, they get access to all this cool stuff, the parties, the events. Do the guys that run these events win? Yes, they get access to beautiful women.
Yep.
Do I win? Yes, it cost me $0. I didn't have to pay the girls. I didn't have to pay the girls. Yeah. I didn't have to pay for the experience for anything. I didn't have to pay entry for the club. I didn't have to pay for bottle service. I didn't have to pay for boat access. I didn't have to pay for shit. Yeah. You know what the crazy thing is, bro? I live this multi-millionaire lifestyle. I am a multi-millionaire. I spend $0 on my lifestyle. I don't have to pay for the clubs. I don't have to pay for bottle service. I don't have to pay for yacht access. My best friend has an airplane. He's a pilot. We have got airplane access, jet access, cars. Dude, I get all this bougie shit. You know what I mean? I have a buddy, like I live in a penthouse, but I have a buddy who has a 3-story penthouse. We do parties there sometimes. Bro, I don't have to pay for anything. Yep. It's all free. My whole life is free. Yeah. I get access to unlimited women, unlimited, okay, and unlimited high status shit for free, just because of the social connections I have, the friendships I've built, right? The high level friends I have. Because I'm a very successful guy, but I have friends that are way richer than me, dude. I have friends that are millionaires, billionaires, multimillionaires, like stupid rich. I have friends that are huge influencers that are bigger influencers than me. You know what I mean? And then I've seen people who see my content, because now I blew up on social media over the last year. Yeah. I've been living this lifestyle for a very long time, Shitesh. A very long time, okay? But I only started posting on Instagram over the last 12 months. True. And then my Instagram just blew the fuck up. I did hundreds of millions of views. Yeah. In less than a year.
What do girls think when they see Instagram? Do they get more attracted, or do they get like polarized and they're like, what the is this shit?
Dude, for them it's normal.
Yeah.
Because seeing like the yacht stuff, I want you to understand something, bro. If you're a 19-year-old girl in a city like Toronto, dude, you're already in the penthouses, in mansions, you're hanging out at Drake's house with his friends. Dude, a hot 22-year-old chick who's about to graduate college has already been at Drake's house, has already been on a yacht 8 times this past summer, okay? She's already been partying with fucking celebrities. Dude, I had a party here at my house with Sway Lee, okay? My buddy Matt brought 2 chicks over. They had a threesome with Sway Lee that night. These girls are like average chicks. Being a hot girl is like being a celebrity. These hot girls live a cooler lifestyle than me. You know what I mean? So the girls don't give a f***. The girls look at me like I'm a fucking... Like, I mean, I'm a cool guy, and I'm cooler than the average guy.
Yeah, you're exactly like them, though. They're like, oh, we want this shit. You want that shit.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, I'm not like a nobody, but I feel like that's a big reason the girls like to hang out with me versus average guys, because they find so much commonality with me, dude. They feel like we're on the same level. Like, I get it. Like, I understand how they think. I understand how they work, because I'm doing the same thing as them. You know what I mean? I'm getting free dinners. Dude, I get offered to get flown out for like vacations with friends and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like one of these hot sugar baby chicks. I mean, that's the kind of lifestyle I live. The only difference is they get, they have to suck some dick for that. I'm just this cool dude with rich friends that provide a lot of value. And now I don't need any of that stuff, because I made myself very successful through my business, right? Through investments, through strategic decisions I made in my life, where I can be my own sugar daddy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I didn't always have that, bro. Like, I grew up and like, my parents were immigrants, bro. My parents moved to Canada from India. Yeah. Right? From Bombay. Right? And dude, like, they didn't have money. Like, they were struggling. My dad was working like 3 jobs, right? While in college here in Canada. Like, it was they had it rough, man. I didn't have money growing up. And then I got bullied for being Indian.
How is that, like, when you were a child? Like, were you always this like degenerate boy ever? How was childhood? How did you come about to be like this kind of guy?
Dude, I was so fucking shy. I was so innocent. My family is super religious. Dude, I just like, I'm nothing like my family. Like, I come from a very religious family. My family was Catholic. So when I was growing up, my whole soul circle was church. Okay? We'd have Friday night prayer group. Sunday evening mass, right? And then I went to Catholic school. And in school, I got bullied. I got bullied for being an Indian guy. I was like the only Indian guy in like a school full of like white kids, And it was crazy because getting bullied made me develop social anxiety. So I had really bad self-esteem issues. I thought, maybe because I'm short. Like, I mean, dude, I was always the shortest kid in class, right? I was smaller than all the girls. You know what I mean? I got picked on heavily. I got bullied, and that led me to have depression. So I would just stay home and play video games. Dude, I would even skip class to stay home and play video games. I'd play RuneScape. I'd play Pokemon, right? And it caused me like a lot of like mental pain, right?
Did the girls like you at all?
You know what? I'll tell you a really funny story. So I remember in 7th grade, there was a chick, Monica DeChico. And dude, to this day, like, I feel bad about this because I realized that this girl probably had a crush on me, and I thought she was making fun of me.
So I've had that as well, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Isn't that crazy, bro? Because like,
I've had that.
It made me realize, it's like, did I really get bullied? Or did I just have such a bad mental framework, a bad self-esteem, that I just was so negative and I just perceived it that way? Yeah. Because in hindsight, like, I had a good childhood, but I just perceived it as really bad. It's like, look, my parents were Indian immigrants. I grew up poor. However, I mean, it's not like I grew up in fucking Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I didn't grow up in the slums of in India. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up. I grew up in fucking Canada, dude. I had it as good as someone could have it. I pretty much won the fucking genetic lottery being born in Canada, right? And like, sure, like everyone has something to complain about, but I had it better than a lot of people in hindsight. But at the time, bro, like I was suicidal when I was 10 years old from getting bullied. Like I remember being 10 years old, getting bullied by my buddy Philip, right? And it's crazy because we're friends now. Like, I mean, dude, he bartends my parties. When we have parties, I hire him to bartend, right? But I remember this chick, Monica, which she's like, you're a loser. And I was like, well, you're a fucking slut. And like in hindsight, it's like, she was probably trying to flirt with me. She probably had a crush on me because I remember being like 5 years old and her chasing me around trying to kiss me and shit. Yeah. But like, ew, she has cooties. So I'm like, dude, in hindsight, all these girls probably liked me, but I was too like mentally retarded and too socially undeveloped to realize.
But they must still bully you, you know. Not everybody would like you.
Look, not everyone will like me, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, reality is just how you interpret it and then how you react to it, you know? So if I knew back then what I know now, I mean, I would be the coolest kid in school. You know what I mean?
So what happened then?
So it just caused me to, you know, have bad self-esteem, bad mental health issues. It caused me to like jerk off a lot, watch porn back then. I was like 13 years old, discovering porn, staying on playing video games, right? And then it got me into drinking when I was 15, right? So, I mean, bro, by fucking 16 years old, I had a drinking issue. I had a porn addiction. I had a horrible self-esteem, right? I was terrified of women. I was so scared of women, dude. I was so scared. And I had no fucking friends.
Yeah.
We're drinking alcohol, jerking off, and I had no fucking friends. Okay? However, I shot my shot with a girl on Facebook. I never even talked to this girl in person. I just messaged her on Facebook, and I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said yes. Okay? After 2 weeks of us messaging each other back and forth on Facebook, she dumped me. And then eventually, she became a transsexual. That was my first girlfriend. To be fair, we never even kissed each other. We never even held hands. I was 15 years old, right? And I got depressed, so I started drinking after. And then I learned about the game. I learned about game. So I'll tell you how I learned about game. So first, I had a buddy. His name's Arvind. We're really good friends to this day. It's crazy. He just bought his first Lamborghini. So proud of the guy. But he invited me to go to the gym. He's like, bro, you got to come to the gym with me, man. This is going to change your life. So we started going to the gym. I started working out. And bro, I started putting on like muscle and weight. And like, bro, like I want you to understand something. I was 16 years old and I weighed 90 pounds. Okay, I was like 5'1". I was 90 pounds. I was very, very tiny. I was a little tiny boy. And I went from like 89 pounds to like 102 pounds in like 3 weeks. So immediately I had girls like, you know, like started hitting on me in school. And I was like, holy shit, girls are talking to me. Oh my God. Like there's girls that are like, that I was like kind of friends with, but I was like friend zone with. And they're telling me like, wow, like you put on muscle. And I was like, whoa, dude, this is crazy. Like I'm getting female attention, but I don't know what to do with this female attention. So what do? I guess I got to learn game. Okay. So I went online. I started learning how to talk to women. I just went on Google, how to talk to girls. And bro, it took me down a fucking rabbit hole. It took me down a whole rabbit hole of dating coaches, you know, learning from these guys, simple pickup, different books, the Reddit seduction community, all of these different places online. So eventually I just learned fundamental game concepts. And the most important thing I learned, I remember I was 17 years old. The most important thing I learned was if you just act confident, women will kind of just submit to your level of confidence. This shitesh is something that was so important for me learning. I literally tattooed the word confidence on my arm. This was so important for me learning. I literally tattooed it on my fucking arm. It made me realize if you're just fucking confident, dude, keep in mind, I was so shy. I was so anxious. I was so nervous that I just realized if you just act confident, women will act confident around you. Okay? So I'll tell you what happened. I went to prom, right? And I somehow landed a super hot prom date. And dude, at prom, she got drunk and tried to make out with my friend because this girl didn't respect me. I was friend zoned and I was so upset, dude. I had spent all my money on prom. All the money I had in my bank account was like $800 Canadian, like 600 US. And I spent everything on prom. I was like hoping that I'll lose my virginity to this chick. And then she tried to make out my friend. Okay. And like, I didn't feel heartbroken. I felt disrespected. I was just like, this is my fault. Yeah. Everything is my fault. Me getting bullied, me getting picked on, women not respecting me. I didn't get angry at the girls. I got angry at myself. And I told myself, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I told myself from that moment on, I'm going to be a boy. I'm going to be a fucking player. I'm going to do where the fuck I want. I don't even give a fuck. That night, I had this girl who was saying bye to me before she left. And I was like, let's just try to be confident with this chick. I said to her, goodbye kiss. We just started making out. And I was like, holy shit. And I was like, dude, from that moment on, it's like something snapped in my brain. And I just realized if you're just confident in who you are and yourself, and if you're confident on hitting on girls, I mean, they'll just kind of play into it. Yeah. Bro, that fucking week, I went on like 3 dates, made out like 3 girls. It was the first time I ever made out girls in my life. Yeah. Within a month, I lost my virginity. And yeah, dude, within a few months, I'd slept with a few girls. Wow. It was crazy, man. And it was all just degenerate from there, man.
Just all degenerate from there.
Yeah. And
now you're teaching other people.
The biggest things I learned in my game journey, and this is a big reason I am able to hook up with a lot of girls, is I cut out porn. So I haven't jerked off in like 8 years, bro. The thought of jerking off now just like goes way over my head. It's like, it's funny. If I were to see porn, dude, I laugh. Anytime I had a girl last night send me, I can show you. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And dude, me and Michael were sitting down in his car last night right before I came upstairs, and we were just laughing at this girl because like she all turned on and horny. It's just funny to me because like it doesn't do anything for me. Yeah. Porn is so fucking bad for the average guy. It doesn't do anything for you. It's actually really bad for your mental health.
Yeah, I jerk off at times, dude.
Do you?
Yeah,
actually,
because I'm lazy.
Okay, fair enough.
You know why? So
why?
It's not even because of the sex.
Yeah.
It's just like I've had access to sex for like the past 12 years.
Sure.
Very easy. But it's like you text the girl, she comes over, then you gotta talk to her, then you gotta fuck her. You can't just throw her out after that. And it's like the entire thing. You gotta spend money for Uber. You gotta I'm just like, dude, I've got a lot of work to do. Let's joke for 2 minutes and just get to work.
I get what you're saying.
So that has been like the fucking reason why I do it at times. If I have more time, then of course I'm not gonna joke off. But if I'm like, dude, I'm stressed, I don't want to talk to any girl. I just want to joke off.
I mean, look, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's almost like being like a millionaire.
Yeah.
And you're saying, you know what, dude? I know I can eat like fucking steak every night, the nicest steakhouse in the city. But you know, sometimes I just want to do Uber Eats, you know, and get like some McDonald's. Yeah. That's pretty much what you're describing. Yeah. You know?
I don't want to go
I'm
out
saying for the average guy, if you're an average guy, and not even just jerking off, technically jerking off alone in itself isn't bad for you, but porn is really bad for the brain. Yeah. Like it is extremely bad.
It's bad for the dick as well.
Dude, it's bad for the brain, it's bad for your mind, it's bad for your soul, it's bad for your dick.
Yeah, it's
okay. It is very, very, very bad. It's not good for you, okay? For the average guy. Yep. But for me personally, jerking off was such a bad addiction that I just had to cut. Yeah. So, I mean, I cut it out and it's not a problem anymore. You know, another thing was drinking. A lot of guys rely on drinking to be confident, right? And when you go out every day sober to talk to women 7 days a week and you don't jerk off at all, it's been months since you jerked off and you're sober, and you're talking to girls every night, bro, I mean, you're going to be fucking as many girls as me. I think it's almost impossible for you not to pull. You know, if anyone wants to break the dry spell right now and get laid in the next 30 days, I guarantee do these 2 things. Don't drink. Go out every day, try to talk to girls. No jerking off for the next 30 days. You're going to get laid. It's impossible. Yeah. Okay? Because you put me in any city in the world, you know, if I haven't had sex in 2, 3, 4, 5 days, I get horny enough and I just go out and talk to girls. Like eventually I'm going to figure out how to get laid because I need the fucking release. You know what I mean? That's why I fucked so many women, dude. Like it's not like a rocket science. It's like I need to bust a nut and I have these certain habits in place because I got rid of all those negative habits. That's why I fuck so many chicks. That's why so many girls are at me. That's why I'm always out partying with chicks. That's why I'm always a fucking sex addict, dude. You know what I mean?
All right, bro. That was fucking epic, dude. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Thanks for doing this, dude. We had this plan for like a while now. We've been talking even pre-lockdown, right?
Dude, we've been talking since like before like 2019 or something like that.
Yeah, even before lockdown hit, you know. We've been talking
linking
about
up for years, man.
Yeah, dude. This was sick, dude. Thank you for opening up. I believe like a lot of people would get a lot of value out of this. If you guys want to check out more of Justin, one, you follow Drunk Justin 2 on Instagram and you check out his YouTube channel as well. I'm going to link it down here. He's tagged right in the title. Go check out his stuff. You're going to learn epic stuff. And if you like the podcast, make sure you hit the subscribe button, you spank it, smash it, and demolish it.
Shitesh, don't forget, We have another
Oh, yes.
podcast
We've got
with
another
you
podcast, yeah.
on my channel.
Yep.
So if the guys want to see that, head over to my channel, check out the
Yep.
podcast with Tej. And
Yeah, we're shooting another one.
man.
So part 2 on Justin's channel, where he's gonna ask about me and my journey. So if you want to know similar things about me, you want to see me on a podcast with Justin, it's on his channel. Perfect. Let's go.